of you have wanted me to do this one, so I am bringing it out. And you actually got me pretty excited to do this one, and it looks very cool. And I'm eager to see what the back will look like. Wow. I was a bit iffy, and now I'm excited, and that is a lovely back design as well. Alright, Joker's promo back in the lovely box. And let's shuffle up this deck. Anyway, I hope your day has been well, and that you're ready to relax. Play some Solitaire. Our journey to 1000 continues with a nice piece as we inch closer to our 600th special. So crazy. Anyway, let's give this deck one more shuffle and deal out our first game of the night. Sound good? Awesome. So for those of you who don't know, I think about a week or two ago, a little over a week, there is a deck giveaway of the Dunkers deck. It is pretty much like an Oreo deck. And in that video, I showed some new decks that came in. And this was one of them. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. And I'm honestly surprised with how many of you wanted to see this one so quickly, as we have no plays on the field. And if you'd like a chance at that giveaway, check it out. It's the Dunkers deck, about 10 days old. I will be choosing the winner very soon. But besides that, let's get into our first game, as it's not too bad so far. And might as well give you a little sneak peek of what's to come. That's 3 plays, by the way. Shortly after our 600th video, we will be doing another giveaway. So keep an eye out for that. It's funny. Out of all the giveaways I have done, I think probably under a handful have been in the United States, and most of them have been in other parts of the world. Honestly, it's pretty cool. But on the other end, it costs a lot to ship things overseas and in other countries, but it's all worth it. It's all fun. In my eyes, as we have ourselves a pretty good start here. Not too bad. And we continue. No, we do not continue. Another queen awaiting a black king. We're gonna wait for this one, since that one is a bit more important. Alright. There it is, we got lucky. And we'll take a chance with our left. Receive a jack. And we are back to attack in one swift whack. But unfortunately, it looks like we might be reaching the end of this game without breaking into this pile too much, as well as not having a good gap between cards. So we'll find out after this next round, as we have somewhere for that 7. I knew it. 6, and if we get a black king, we have a fat stack. another note. If you like this deck, let me know. Like, seriously, helps out to just get a good gauge of what's to come. And because, let me look around real quick. I have a blue version of this deck. There it is. Waiting. And I think it'd be a nice little duo. So if you'd like to see that soon, just say blue deck, and I get what you're trying to say. And for now, let's see how much building we could do. That's our third play. And how far we can scoot along in our first game. So, 5. Okay. So we are stuck with, we are not stuck. Queen goes down, 5 goes down, 8. We must wait. So this 4 cannot go anywhere. We're missing a red 6. And that's what might be what holds us back. So, nowhere for that. Actually, last chance. There is a king, and it's gonna be a close one to start our night. There we go. Okay, that is a 7. We have a 7. And wow, what a comeback, my friend. We have won our first game of the night in a smooth fashion. And that's pretty freaking sweet. So we add a tally on our journey to 1,000. Add a little stat in our line. And I'm actually really enjoying this deck so far. It has a good texture to it. We'll get into that next game. As we have all of these spades, ace to king, with the clubs. Hearts, with the diamonds. Victory shuffle time. Oh, let's see if we recover. Honestly, not too bad of a victory shuffle. Let's randomize things with a casino shuffle and get things going. This actually reminds me a little bit of a tally-ho deck. Don't you love the casino shuffles? Okay, let's get into this deck's rating. And by the way, my apologies if I sound a bit raspy or along those lines. I'm just getting over being a bit sick. Thankfully, I got through most of the tougher part in the early stages, but it's still a little lingering. Anyway, enough of that. Deck time. So the durability is very good. Very good cut of card. Good texture. Lots of control. So cut and card. Very good. No shavings whatsoever. Actually, no, we can't play that. Let's do it. The design on the cards, I actually like it. At first, I thought it was a little too busy. But given a couple minutes to get used to it, it's quite satisfying. And I like the extra numbers in the corners throughout. And I believe that's our third play, as we have triple threes on the field. If we so please, we can remove the threes, but wouldn't lead us anywhere, would it? Well, now it could. 2, 3, 3, and triple threes once again. The back design, very pleasing. It's different. Different could be sometimes a little rough, but it is different. Good. Nice change of scenery. What else? Face cards, again, different but good. Nice effort, different effect throughout. The numbers even have a variation in their design. So credit where credit is due. Very strong deck on those fronts. Really, nothing bad about them. I guess it would just be a personal preference on busyness or whatnot. But with that being said, great quality, great feel, great durability. Above average design. So I think this is surprising, and I get an 8.5 for its amazing balance all throughout. And I was not expecting that, but you know what? You all know your tastes. And thank you for wanting this one out in our journey sooner rather than later. Just want to point out, I do read all of your comments, so don't think I'm not reading. It's just hard to respond to everybody, especially when it's like 3 in the morning. Whenever I'm done recording these, I think you get it, but just know, I'm always watching. Alright, anyway, let's see if we have a shot here, as I think we just doubled up on some jacks. So nowhere for that 10, jack, or 9. And there is, I don't think anything we could do. Nope, 4 of the clubs. And without that, no further building. Not a bad game. After our first win, so a good start to our night. How will it continue in our next game? Double queens and double aces. Let's get this one going. was so tempted to end our streak of consecutive videos uploaded. That's how bad I was feeling. I have not felt that bad during our 450 plus day streak. And I am so determined to get to 500 days in a row. And I almost didn't do a video, or a couple videos I should say. But getting past it, I am so glad I didn't stop. Because being 450 videos plus in a row isn't as satisfying as 500. Honestly, I should have done it at 365, but you know what? 500's a nice round number. So let's get this one going. Let's talk about some kaleidoscopes real quick. How many of you in your elementary or preschools built kaleidoscopes? Yeah, I'm pretty much sure all of us have dabbled with that. It was mainly for, let me see if I remember correctly. I think in my preschool, we did it once. And then I went to kindergarten at another school. And I think in second, third, and fourth grade, for whatever reason, it was part of the curriculum to make a kaleidoscope. I don't know why. Maybe some of the other kids enjoyed it, but it wasn't really my thing. But it did provide about half an hour to an hour and a half of arts and crafts during the school day, so can't really complain about it. Not too bad so far. The thing I'd remember that kind of suck is, you know, those kids that would kind of be a little more, what's the word, crappy towards school with the bad attitude. And they would just kind of destroy it right once class was out. And I always thought that was kind of lame for them to do that. But do you remember making kaleidoscopes, and how was it? And I think that's the end of our third game, as there's nowhere for that 3. Wait a second. There we are. Never mind. I remember with the kaleidoscopes, we would always make rain sticks at the same time. I guess since the materials were very similar. Just an old memory, as there's nowhere for that 8, 10, or 6. No other plays to be made on the field. So we move on to our 4th game of the night. Seems to be fizzling out a bit with our luck, but let's see if we can turn that around. Next game is we have double 7s, double 4s, double jacks, triple 4s, and that makes sense. Let's do another casino shuffle. Why not? this is going to be another good game. Let's find out together as we start with a 7 of spades. Let's hope for a red 6 to continue our motion, or a red 4. I said red 6, not black. Okay, lots of dark number cards. Alright, we're good. I don't know why. I just had a little brain fart. Honestly, I thought I'd have more to talk about with kaleidoscopes, but I guess not. Oh, I have a little game. Now just don't touch your phone or laptop. Probably phone though, let's be honest here. I want you to spell kaleidoscope. Go. Now don't do any cheating, just see if you can get it from memory. And if you get it correct, good for you. I have a feeling that you're going to be in the minority. So if you get it correct, let me know what country you're from. Because I have a suspicion that a lot of North Americans are not going to spell it right. Let's just be honest here, but I'd be very surprised certain parts of the world would spell it right or know what it really, or the translation, so I think you get what I'm trying to say. Don't check your phone, I'll show you. Right after we finish our last play here. Thankfully, we had a bit. I guess it's fairly simple. Kaleidoscope. But I think most of us probably missed one letter in translation. No shame. How often have you had to spell kaleidoscope? This is probably your first time since grade school. And you're welcome. A channel to relax and remember old obscurities that you've probably forgotten otherwise. Alright. I think that's how I remember spelling it right now, honestly. Obviously that's said in hindsight, but whatever. Is this the end of our 4th game? 2, 2, 3, 2. Okay. Annoying. Nowhere for that king, nowhere for that 3. Somewhere for that 3 and that ace. 2, 4, 3, 4, 7. There we go. Oh wow, I'm a dum-dum. But it might have paid off. And I think it did. Not playing that 9 instead of that 9. Because we got an ace out of it, which we might not have earlier. So a mistake could be a blessing in disguise. And next time you make a mistake, whether it's at work, at school, during a game, whichever it may be, think about that. Something to learn from and something to move forward with. And by the way, it's it's looking like we're gonna have ourselves our second win of the night. So let's put down that king. Wait for that 10. 4. Oh, wait a second. Maybe I spoke too soon. And that's our third play. Queen. Jack. 10. 9. 8. Jack. And that is our third play. And my friend, we have just won our second game of the night. And I think we might only have one fat stack, if that. So double up on our victories. We can see clearly now. The kaleidoscope is gone. Yeah, that was a bit of a stretch. I was gonna say a joke that would be considered TV 14 plus, so I'll let that be up to you. But anyway, 2 wins with 1 more game to go. Special night with adding some stats to our solitaire card, as we have all of these spades, ace to king, once again, with all of the clubs, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. Let's get this one shuffled up once again. Oh, it's a little bit chunky, but sometimes the chunk is a little bit nice as we then straighten out. Not the best, definitely not the worst, but we do have ourselves 2 wins, so can't be upset about that. Let's shuffle up this deck for the last time and see how we wrap up our night. Seriously, this is a very nice deck of cards. Very smooth all the way through. Really good control, and you wouldn't really think so by the looks of it. Here we go. Oh, that's what I was going to mention before the game started getting crazy. It's weird how my mind remembers just random moments throughout our episodes, videos, sessions, whichever. I was gonna say, today I woke up with an appetite that could not be satisfied. And I could have eaten anything. And I always find it very fascinating how when you're sick, your body adapts to what you need. And this sickness has been a little bit unusual from the standpoint of I haven't been exerting myself much, really. I've just been letting it take its course while doing natural remedies like tea and stuff to make myself feel better. And not eating a lot. Or not eating terribly differently, I should say, so maintaining a decent, balanced caloric intake for the day with good fats, carbs, and a good protein ratio. Yet, when I woke up this morning, I probably could have eaten 5 to 7.5 pounds of food and not even realized it. The only reason I did not eat more food was because there was not more food to eat. And it's fascinating how your body accommodates its needs, and sometimes you don't even know. I didn't think my body was using as much energy as it was to fight off my sickness. But it makes sense because I've been fairly low energy. And if you didn't know, food obviously is energy. Calories are a unit of energy that our body consumes and uses to just function naturally. And if anything, I was less active, eating a little less than usual, but just being sick. But I could have eaten 3 times as much than when healthy. And that's always neat. Catching yourself and why you're acting or behaving why you do. And I think the one I'm most guilty of is, let's say I'm done with the gym or playing baseball, something along those lines, and it's been very high intensity. And where I live, the temperatures easily get beyond 100 fairly consistently. One of my biggest cravings after that is just salt. Sodium. Not too picky, sodium and protein. But I do a little cheap way out. And I hate to say it, but I kind of settle for chips and snacks here and then. And it's not like I'm dehydrated or don't have the proper electrolytes. I probably drink, let's just say for a baseball game, 14 bottles of water. And you might think I'm exaggerating, but I am not exaggerating at all. Within a 3-hour period, and I limit myself at that many bottles of water. So I drink 14 pounds of liquid, lose weight, on top of protein shakes during the game. And then afterwards, my dumbass wants to get some chips, spicy chips. And afterwards, I always feel so dumb, because I know it changes my recovery for some momentary satisfaction. Oh, discipline. You love to hate it, but you gotta have it. As my friend, I believe, if I'm seeing this correctly, we're about to win our last game of the night as we're stuck with that 10. And the only card we are missing are the 2 queens beneath there. So what a night, unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Let's go back a step. Are we about to lose this? We have both blackjacks here. We need the jack. Oh no. Oh no. I think we just lost. At this point of the game, we don't have the 7 of hearts, nor the 9 of clubs. This close. My goodness. You can't get closer than that unless I'm missing something. That will be it for tonight. But what a great night of cards. I don't even know how to end it. Those killer queens. Comment killer queens. Explanation mark. Frowny face. Whichever you may please, that was a brutal way to end it. But you know what, my friend? 2 wins down is not bad at all. And I had myself a blast, and I hope you did too. With that being said, 1 step closer to 1,000, inching closer to 600. and eat your fruits and vegetables.